like to turn the time over to my colleague, Dr. Andrew Crane, to conduct that item of business.
I appreciate the applause. There's someone else for whom we should be applauding more. Anyway, my name is Andy Crane. I'm the immediate past president of ACDA Utah, and it's my pleasure to, every year we award an esteemed choral conductor from our state this Lifetime Achievement Award for ACDA Utah. And our awardee will be joining us here on stage soon. But before, I'm going to talk about him a little bit. This is Mr. Donald Ripplinger, Dr. Donald Ripplinger, whose name is probably very familiar to you. Just wanted to read a bit about his life and about his career here in the state of Utah. In 1954, Don graduated from BYU in music education and took his first job in the metropolis of Beaver, Utah. Known, as you see the signs, for the best water in the state of Utah. Then he taught at Olympus Junior. He was known for his strict discipline and high expectations. His research and application of concepts regarding junior high music education was part of Bennett Reamer's in-depth study that culminated in a philosophy of music education. Bennett Reamer is a really important figure in the science of music education. In 1962, he opened Skyline High School as the first choral director there. In 1965 and 69, he got a master's and PhD degrees from the University of Utah. 1970, choral director at University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point. Afterwards, was invited to apply for the choral education position at Brigham Young University, where he then taught for 16 years. Taught choral education courses, choral methods, conducting practicum, and supervised student teachers. Both at Wisconsin and at BYU, he developed a decades-long friendship with Jester Hairston, who you might know as an arranger of spirituals, a conductor, and also an actor from some TV shows. He and Jester Hairston were very close. After working at BYU, Don was called to the associate conductor of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, or so it was called then, where he served until 1996. More than 20 years he did that, the longest serving associate conductor of the Tabernacle Choir. One of the important insights he was given upon accepting this position was this wise counsel from Spencer W. Kimball, who said, "Don, you will not be in the limelight. Your great responsibility is one of support. No one performed that role more graciously, completely, or more humbly than Don in his service to the Tabernacle Choir and his colleague and friend, Gerald Otley. One of Don's greatest impacts has been in the role of community and worship music. He has understood the need for quality music for amateur and church choirs. His work includes arrangements and original compositions for different voicings and capability that are accessible, engaging, and musically satisfying." I don't know if you know about the extensive music library kept by the Tabernacle Choir, but in that library there are over 90 arrangements by Don Ripplinger. For Dad, I should tell you that this is his daughter, Jane, wrote this. For Dad, music has always been secondary to the individual. He once figured he had taught close to 15,000 students, many who became music teachers, all who were given the experience of music to shape who they would become and to have understanding for a lifetime of music experiences. He served several times on the boards of both ACDA, this organization, and MENC, the Organization for Music Ed. He is ACDA Lifetime Member number 346, and for a little perspective, my number for ACDA is 65749. And so he was 346. You can tell how long he's been around in ACDA. Finally, to extol the many contributions Don Ripplinger has made to choral music in Utah and abroad would be impossible. His mentorship preparing choral music educators, teaching students to love singing and how to sing for a lifetime, his years with the Tabernacle Choir, attending to improvement in singing and musicianship, conducting broadcasts, concerts, and on tours was invaluable to Gerald Otley, who often said, quote, "I could not have had a more loyal, devoted, and supportive associate, colleague, and friend. Let's all welcome to the stage Don Ripplinger, educator, mentor, trusted advisor, and musician.
How do you say thank you for something as simple as this? To have you here and to all of us be involved in music. There's just not much else you can say. Thank you, thank you, thank you.